Database users consist of database administrators, database designers, and end users. For database administrators, DBA, these people manage database and related software. So they monitor the use of resources, authorizing access to the database and system performance. They can give access to designers or end users. For database designers, they design the structure to represent and store data and identify the data to be stored. So database administrators are kind of like the boss of the DBMS, the database management system. And then the database designers are like the architects. Lastly, we have the end users. So there's the casual end user, use sophisticated database query language, the naive user, which uses a menu-driven interface, and sophisticated end users, familiar with DBMS, and they use DBMS to implement their applications. That's it for database users. Data model is a collection of concepts to describe the structure of a database. So we have a database, and then the data model has three kind of parts that describe it. The first is the high level, and this is a conceptual model. This is where we have our ER, which you're going to learn more about soon, the entity relationship model. This uses a lot of abstraction. Next, we have representational and implementation data. Next, we have representational/implementation model. Here we use the relational data model. We have categorical database. We do have object data model, which is like object oriented. We have network model and hierarchical model, which uses like graph models. Then we have our low-level physical data model, and this is when like data is stored in a disk, and this is for physical storage, which we'll look at later in the material. We've previously looked at a lot of file processing system versus our DBMS. We've had our introduction to database management systems, and next we are going to be looking at data models, and that'll be in the playlist below the like button.